how did you began your life in southwest France? What was there one moment when you decided or switched from your passion for southwest cuisine to the passion for Provençal?
Southeast.
Yeah.
About French Riviera, between Italian Riviera and French Riviera. That's the next step after my origin. Was my second job was at Le Moulin de Mougins with Roger Verger, and
Yes.
I discovered this kind of influence. At Roger Verger was Provençal, and when I return when I go to Monaco after Alain Chapelle, Monaco, it's near Italy, and I mix French and Italian Riviera. That's the beginning of my cuisine in Monaco.
But did you?
I decide, sur les bases de la grande cuisine française, de faire cette cuisine franco-italienne qui est cette cuisine de la Riviera, qui est ma cuisine du week-end. En fait.
So Mr. Ducasse decided to keep the basics of the French cuisine, but to go to
les
the
bases,
French,
oui, les bases.
yeah,
the DNA, the DNA.
of the French cuisine, but to go towards the Riviera cuisine with the Louis XV afterwards.
C'est un mélange Italie et...
A mix of French and
Parce que c'est
Italian.
là géographiquement, Monaco est entre les deux Riviera. Monaco, c'est la Riviera française, la Riviera italienne. C'est ça, cette proximité.
As Monaco is located really in between the two, so yeah, close to the
Yeah,
French and
yeah.
Italian.
I was there in October last year. I saw Emmanuel, but you were closed at
Right.
Louis XV.
And we changed everything
Yeah,
last
yeah.
4 months,
Yeah, yeah.
well, 4 weeks.
But there was a brilliant restaurant that she recommended I go to in La Turbie,
Yes.
up on the hill.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The simple bistro,
Auberge. Ah oui, oui, il y a...
not the 2-star, 1-star.
no Star.
Yeah.
Le Café de la Fontaine.
Yes,
Café
yes.
de la Fontaine.
I loved.
Was
I loved-
my assistant 30 years ago, Bruno.
the chef. Oh, really? I didn't know that.
30 ans, il y a 30 ans, il était mon second jour les pains.
It was the
Yes.
number 2 de sous chef
Yes.
30 years ago in Jean-Lépin. Yeah.
No, he's brilliant, and of course my other hero is
He's a great
your
chef.
friend
Yeah.
Mauro Cologreco,
Yeah, yeah.
which I think is he's superb.
That's the same influence.
Yeah, yeah. Did he ever work in your kitchen, Mauro?
Yes, in Paris. Mauro worked at the Plaza Athénée. After Alain Passard. Before or after Alain Passard?
Before he became
Before or after? I don't,
Yes.
I don't remember. Peut-être qu'il a travaillé à la Plaza avant Passard.
Because I was trying to think of a list of the chefs who have worked with you then.
Yes, it's
And
incredible.
there's
David
DeRose.
Oldano, Claco Carlo, Andrea Berto, Massimo Bottura,
Yeah.
Mauro, many chefs.
But in some ways, they keep in the family, don't they? They don't always leave and start their own restaurants. I mean,
Non, mais ils partent, ils reviennent, enfin, puis on continue à
Yeah.
les voir, à les fréquenter.
They go, they come back,
Yes.
and we maintain the relationship throughout
It's a
the
great
years.
family. That's
Yes.
a
Yes.
beautiful family.
Yeah.
I have one guy to call every week. Vincent, il a le contact avec tous mes anciens. Toujours. Il fait que ça d'ailleurs. Il
Oui.
s'occupe des gens en blanc, actuels, et tous les anciens. Une
Oui.
personne qui fait que ça.
We have one person dedicated within the company to maintain the
Connections.
link, the connections
And
with
for
the,
my staff
Yeah.
first, with my chef in the world, but aussi les anciens.
yeah,
qu'on-
the actual staff, but also people who were part of the company and who
Yeah.
left, but were still within, you know.
so it's like a deuxième bureau. Like
Yeah,
in
exactly,
Genesis.
exactly.
Yes.
Exactement.
I know how you operate.
Mais j'aime bien ça.
Was there a single reason you became a chef? Was there one particular reason?
Parce que je suis gourmand, parce que je suis né dans une ferme et ma grand-mère faisait bien la cuisine. Donc j'ai des souvenirs d'odeur avant des souvenirs de goût, mais parce que je suis né dans une ferme et qu'il y avait tous les produits à la ferme. On pouvait vivre une semaine sans aller au village.
So Mr. Ducasse grew up on a farm, and his grandmother was a very good cook, and she would cook amazingly, and he was surrounded by lots of smells and flavors,
Sensations,
tastes,
yeah.
sensations. So that's what actually.
Oui, il y avait tout, on n'avait pas
brought him.
besoin d'aller à la
And-
au village.
And lots of produce were actually done on the farm, so they didn't need to go and buy stuff at the village, or everything was done on the site. So
But there was no other career that you imagined you might do. No.
Je voulais
Sing.
faire, à 12 ans, j'ai décidé que je voulais faire la cuisine.
yeah,
À très bien, ça a dit ça.
when Mr. Ducasse was 12, he decided that he would
Yeah,
be a
yeah,
chef.
yeah, yeah. In the past 25 years, there seems to have been a progression from contemporary French cuisine, then to molecular Spanish cuisine, then on to Nordic cuisine with some Japanese things. How do all these fashions and trends, how do they affect you personally?
Le reste, j'ai compris la fin.
Comment est-ce que toutes ces influences et tendances dans la cuisine nordique, etc., moléculaire, vous
The
affectent?
progression through.
Comment est-ce
Je
que ça
pense
vous
que non,
touche?
mais je pense que ça a permis à chacun de préserver son identité. Aux Basques, aux Catalans, aux Espagnols en général, de préciser leur identité. Aux Français de continuer à exprimer une cuisine française dont chacun était l'auteur, sur des bases, sur un ADN d'expertise de la cuisine française, mais avec une cuisine diverse, variée, de talents différents. Et les Nordiques, ils ont un style différent. Les Américains ont un style différent, les Japonais ont un style différent. Je pense que dans ce monde globalisé, mondialisé, je pense qu'on n'a jamais eu autant de cuisine identitaire.
Okay. Mr. Ducasse thinks that actually all those trends help to preserve one's identities in terms of cuisine, like the Basque or the Spanish.
Catalan or-
Yeah, the Catalan.
Yeah.
The Spanish could actually be more precise about what they
sure.
are, or the French could express a cuisine where each of us are actually a chef, doing their own thing, and use lots of talents and knowledge and know-how that is part of the French idea, and also like everyone has their own different style, and it's very important in a world that is globalized and standardized in a way more and more, and it's really it's cooking for identity. Can I say
Oui,
it like this?
l'identité des cuisines n'a jamais été aussi différente qu'aujourd'hui. Il n'y a pas de... Personne n'influence personne, chacun développe une puissante identité.
So no one influences another person. Like everyone develops their own identity in terms
He
of cuisine.
perform his identity. Massimo performe an Italian identity. Atala perform a Brazilian identity. Gaston Peruvian identity, and Rezepi Nordic identity. Everybody develop and perform his
Own identity.
culinary identity. Clearly. Never, jamais autant que maintenant, on a la visibilité sur des différences. Peut-être il y a 10 ans, il y avait des influences ou des mélanges ou des influences. Aujourd'hui, chacun a développé sa propre personnalité. Et ça, c'est intéressant dans ce monde globalisé, mondialisé, de découvrir ce qui est la localisation culinaire, c'est-à-dire développer son terroir mental originel, culinairement, origine de là où est le cuisinier. Jamais on a vu cette performance à ce niveau-là.
So yeah, Mr. Ducasse said that 10 years ago there was maybe some diversity, but not as much as now. That it's really nowadays is really amazing on how many identities you can find in cuisines. And especially in this world where everything is globalized.
Googleized.
And Googleized, as you like to say.
Yes.
And it's very important to have this culinary localization. I don't know if I can translate it like this.
I know what you mean, yes.
Never.
And to develop this terroir, but which is done mentally in a way.
Mental terroir.
But I think it is very interesting, this development with Michelin and was it the Élysée Palace, or recently they had a big event for the launch of the Guide Michelin Rouge.
Yeah.
To
No, not at Élysée, at Quai d'Orsay.
Quai d'Orsay,
Quai d'Orsay
yeah.
is,
And I went to dinner in the French ambassador's residence here, but it almost seems that there's a movement in France to claim a French identity, but at the same time the French are now becoming far more global than they were. I think that the French, particularly in Paris, are showing a lot of influences of new cuisine styles.
Yes.
The Frenchy and
Oui, mais
all these places.
Grégory Marchand, à Frenchy, il est un jeune chef qui a travaillé à Londres et qui a travaillé à New York. His wife was my assistant. Marie was my assistant in New York.
Ah, okay.
Marie.
Yes.
Et c'est Marie and Grégory.
Yes.
Ils se sont rencontrés
Yes.
when he was sous-chef at 11 Madison. Was my assistant,
Okay.
his
Yeah,
wife.
yeah, yeah.
I know perfectly.
Yeah. And also Benal Al Akram is again someone who is, I think, superb.
Akram is a different case. He's a very young and contemporary chef, and with he's from Oran in Tunisia, in Algérie. And
La Peste was in Oran, wasn't it? The book.
Yeah. Donc il a développé une cuisine qui est sous l'influence de personne. Sa cuisine, elle est
Yeah.
his personality, pas influencée ni par les Espagnols. He worked a few months with Ferran, mais il n'a gardé rien. Il a créé son expertise professionnelle, lui a permis de créer sa propre identité, qui n'est sous l'influence de personne. Ça, c'est intéressant. Akram, c'est...
What is interesting with Akram is that he developed his own identity. He's not influenced by anyone. He worked with Ferran Adria for a few months, but he was not influenced by him.
Yeah, il est pas
So that's his strength.
il a créé, il a appris des techniques et il a créé sa cuisine sans influence.
So he learned the techniques, but he created his own style without any influences.
Sans
I
influence.
was in Hong Kong in November, and he
In
has
his
a
restaurant?
1-star
In
Hong
his
Kong.
restaurant.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I have I take a lunch
It was his
in
sous chef,
dinner. Yeah,
his English sous chef.
yeah,
was
he
there.
changed. Yeah.
Yeah. I was impressed with that.
Did you visit Jason Atherton in Hong Kong?
No.
No, he's interesting.
He was opposite on the other side.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. I visit at the same time when Akram opened, Jason opened at the same time. And what's the name? It's two different proposals. Akram, one French proposal, contemporary French proposal, and Jason, UK proposal, contemporary UK proposal. Casual, beautiful design, Chinese design sur la colline, là, sur Aberdeen Street. And Aberdeen Street, that's the name. It was social.
Yes.
Social.
Yes.
The same as in London.
Contemporary, efficient, dynamic. That's two different proposals.
It's almost as if there are, to me, that perhaps there are 3 world cuisine cities which have everything in the world. There's Hong Kong, London, New York.
Yeah.
Hong Kong was
Yeah.
very impressive.
In 10 days, he changed the face and the perception about the cuisine in Hong Kong. In 10 years. And I was last week in Las Vegas, and I discovered a few different places,
Yes.
new places with level of quality height with
But not international brands.
No.
Local.
Serrano, Julian Serrano.
Okay.
He worked in Monaco 25 years ago.
Mm.
Everybody worked in Monaco 25 years ago. Julian
Yes.
Serrano
Yes.
was a young Spanish guy from North America. And my friend Jean-Louis Paladin called one day and he said, "See, I know one Spanish cook. He's a good friend of mine. Please, est-ce qu'il peut venir à Monaco?" He said, "Okay, come. I opened my door
Yes.
in Monaco for many
Yes.
guys.
That tradition is very strong in the Basque country. Everybody helps one another in the Basque country.
yeah.
But
Ici, ils ont une bonne unité, mais ils sont très concurrents, mais ils forment une bonne unité tout en étant très concurrents.
There is competition as well, but there's still unity, but
oh
competition.
yeah.
I go after tomorrow. I am in Saint Sebastian. I go to Saint Sebastian to visit the Basque Culinary Center with Martin Merasategui.
Oh,
And Martin work in Monaco too. And Elena Arsac work in Monaco too.
Yes.
Etc.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
What about Akalari? I think nobody talks about Akalari, but I think it is superb.
More classic.
It's more like the square in
yes,
London.
old school, but
Yes.
contemporary.
Yeah.
It's between contemporary, old school cuisine. Vieille école, modernisée.
And there's Eneko. Eneko, I think, is very interesting.
Oui, bien sûr. And I like Mugaritz. I like Mugaritz.
I have sometimes.
Yeah. But if it's the right day,
Yes. And the
it's
right
interesting.
wine. The
Yes,
wine
yes.
is.
The right weather.
Yes.
Last time I have a lunch was a beautiful one. Saturday lunch, very quiet, beautiful weather. I have a time. Andoni was en forme. Il était,
Yes.
il était
But,
fort. Voilà.
yeah.
But c'est difficile de vivre à Mugaritz, de faire le business à Mugaritz.
Yes.
That's not easy to have. Did you know Dan Barber in New York?
I know who he is. Yes.
Outside the
Yes.
city.
I've never been there, but the farm one.
That's,
Yeah.
for me, that's one fantastic guy. Il n'est pas reconnu à qu'est-ce qu'il mérite. Il n'a pas la. Pour moi, ce garçon, il n'a pas la reconnaissance médiatique suffisante par rapport à qu'est-ce qu'il fait.
Yeah. He should be known better
Yes,
for his
yes.
work and.
Okay, he's a star, but not at the right level
Yeah,
for
yeah.
me. This guy is.
It's not quite fair the way.
I like this guy.
It's interesting the effect, the impact you have when you go to a restaurant as a guest. Because you know the famous story.
The perception.
Yes. You know the famous story about Simon Hopkinson.
Yeah.
He was an English chef from Bibendum.
Yeah.
He had a
Yeah.
he had a mental breakdown when you were in the restaurant because he was so nervous.
Yeah.
He fell apart because you were sitting there.
Ouais, le chef de
Bibendum qui a eu fait un
Infarctus.
non, enfin il y a un mental breakdown,
Ah ouais,
un burn-out quand vous étiez dans le restaurant parce qu'il avait tellement de pression.
J'ai gardé un très bon souvenir. Ouais.
Mr. Dickens has a very good memory of this.
Et je pense que j'ai mangé.
meal.
Yes.
Je pense que j'ai mangé le hot pudding le plus magnifique que j'ai jamais mangé.
He had the best hot pudding ever.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Le pudding de riz là, c'était magnifique avec ginger, une sauce au gingembre.
Rice
C'était
pudding.
magnifique.
Rice pudding with ginger sauce.
Yes.
C'était
Beautiful.
magnifique.
Yes.
Unique.
Yeah.
C'était très bon. Le reste c'était
Yes.
more classique, c'était maîtrise classique,
Like, yeah, very classical
yes.
techniques.
un
and-
goût franco-anglais. Et moi j'étais très content parce que mais c'était il y a longtemps, hein. Et c'était d'un très bon niveau.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Il avait tout star, non?
One.
Never.
One.
One.
When I know that you do
And Claude Bosi worked in Paris too, in my restaurant.
Oh, did he?
Yes, etc.
Yes, it's interesting.
And Hélène Darroze et blablabla.
Yes. I know that
And Claire Schmidt too.
I don't.
Claire Schmidt.
Claire Smith.
Oh, really?
Claire Schmidt.
Gordon Ramsay.
She is a chef at Gordon. He work in Monaco
Yes.
too,
Yes.
etc.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
I know that when people say to you, you do not work in the kitchen, you are the ideas man and everything else. But do you think it is a good thing or a bad thing if somebody goes to your restaurant and they say, oh, actually, the meal when Monsieur Ducasse is not there is superior to when he is there?
Donc en fait, il disait que vous n'êtes pas
C'est
toujours dans la
jamais là.
cuisine.
Non, c'est vrai, c'est vrai.
Et est-ce que vous pensez que pour les clients, qu'est-ce que vous pensez qu'ils puissent se dire quand vous êtes là, quand vous n'êtes pas là, le repas est très bon et quand vous êtes là, c'est
moins
bien.
bon. Ah, ils disent ça, les clients?
Non, je sais pas, il me demande qu'est-ce que ça vous...
Ça m'est
Qu'est-ce
égal.
que ça...
L'important, c'est que moi, je suis convaincu que mes équipes, ils sont entraînés tous les jours et qu'ils sont au meilleur niveau de qu'est-ce qu'on a décidé ensemble de proposer à nos clients. Donc, moi, je suis le directeur artistique de mes restaurants. Aujourd'hui, je décide de l'ensemble des détails, de l'ensemble des détails et de la cuisine et de la vision. Je suis celui qui porte la vision et qui déploie et qui met en œuvre l'ensemble des éléments et des ingrédients pour arriver à l'objectif qu'on a décidé ensemble. Voilà. Donc, mais c'est un choix qui est validé parce que maintenant j'ai beaucoup de restaurants. Donc je suis le directeur artistique de mes restaurants. Je décide de l'ensemble des détails qui font le restaurant.
Yeah.
Et ensuite, je vais donner la permanente évolution par ma vision. Je viens de changer complètement le plaza. Je viens de changer complètement la cuisine de Monaco. Comme ça, on ne peut pas dire que je m'endors. Donc c'est la démonstration qu'on peut en permanence être dans une dynamique d'évolution et de différenciation.
Mr. Ducasse is the artistic director of his restaurants now. He gives the vision and he decides with the team.
Every details too.
Yeah,
He decide everything.
The vision, the details, how the team will combine all these elements, the ingredients, everything. So he gives these directions, and then the teams are trained to follow this and to meet the standards that they decided together. And he keeps thinking about how things can evolve. And the examples are the Plaza Athénée, or now the Louis XV. Rename Alain Ducasse at l'Hôtel de Paris, and the cuisine there has changed dramatically.
Last 4 weeks I changed everything.
I read the review by Andy Taylor.
Yeah.
When it comes to Nordic cuisine, I saw you at the MAD conference 2 years ago. But have you been to Sweden? Have you been to?
No.
Not yet.
No.
Just to Denmark.
Yeah.
I'm going there next week myself. But so you have not yet.
J'ai regardé beaucoup de films et beaucoup de reportages. Je sais exactement. Magnus Dixon, je sais exactement qu'est-ce qu'il fait parce qu'aujourd'hui avec Internet, on sait tout ce qui se passe partout. Tout le monde sait. J'ai regardé beaucoup de ce que fait Magnus par exemple. Bon, je vais aller, mais je sais qu'est-ce que je vais trouver. Puisqu'avec avec Internet aujourd'hui, l'information c'est la chose qui circule le plus rapidement et le mieux au monde. Donc tout le monde sait tout sur chacun et tout le monde.
So Mr. Ducasse hasn't been there yet, but he knows, he has quite a precise idea because he read a lot and he watched lots of programs, internet, and so he has a good idea of what he's going to find.
It is very interesting the difference between Magnus and René.
Yes,
very
different, complètement différent.
I have to say, I mean, I like both, but Fäviken to me is very exciting because he was previously he was a sommelier, so he understands about wine, and he has the pacing, the choreography, if you like, of the meal. there's a precise hors d'oeuvres amuse-bouche every 3 minutes, like that, and it really works. Then you go upstairs, then a different experience. It's very, very exciting experience.
Did you visit Roca?
No.
Roca Falls?
No, I've never been to Roca.
At the same time, in 3 years, I visit many different places in
Yeah.
a short time to have
Yeah.
a fresh memory.
Yeah.
And I visit Atala, Acurio, Rezepi, Roca, and many different.
Yes.
That's
Yes,
interesting to have the same at the same time pour avoir la bonne.
La bonne vision.
Oui, la bonne vision. Et finalement, je peux dire que chacun exprime une cuisine très très différente. Personne n'influence plus personne aujourd'hui. Chacun développe sa personnalité. C'est ça qui est intéressant aujourd'hui. Je trouve qu'on n'a jamais eu cette proposition aussi diverse, aussi précise, aussi individuelle et aussi remarquable. Donc il n'y a pas de compétition. Il y a une multitude de propositions. Mais en fait, c'est impossible de faire, de faire des classements. Il y a beaucoup de leaders. Chacun dans son domaine est un leader. Donc il n'y a pas... on ne peut pas dire qui est la meilleure cuisine du monde aujourd'hui. Ça ne veut rien dire. La meilleure cuisine du monde, elle est dans 30 ou dans 40 adresses. Et dans 30 ou 40 expériences différentes.
So traveling like this to go to all these places at the same time was great to have a good vision on what's on offer, I would say, at the moment. And everyone brings, all the chefs actually have their own identity and their own cuisine, and no one influences anyone anymore. So they really have their own identity, and it's very diverse, very precise, and it's not competition, it's just that there are lots of offers, propositions, and it's difficult to classify those places and to give like a top 10 or whatever, because they are so different, and the best cuisine of the world doesn't exist anymore. It's you can find it in all those places, like maybe 30 or 40 of them.
It's true. I mean, personally, I get more pleasure from Riviera than Ducasse de Dorchester.
Oui, parce que that's your sensibility, but
I think I love the way. I was surprised how good Riviera is.
Yes. But je pense que mon restaurant le plus français, classique, contemporain, il est à Londres aujourd'hui. Mon restaurant le plus français dans sa définition culinaire, il est Alain Ducasse à Dorchester. Il est le plus classique contemporain ou néo-contemporain. Et donc il préfère la Méditerranée, enfin, il préfère l'esprit. Il préfère. J'avais un meeting avec. Please, 5 minutes. Hello?
Mr. Ducasse said that he thinks that his most French restaurant now is in London. It's contemporary French, but the most French of them all is in London. It's Alain Ducasse at Dorchester.
That's what happens. That's what happens with colonialism. When you move somewhere, you replicate the senior culture.
Yeah, maybe. So it's not surprised you like as well the Mediterranean option with Riviera, because it's a different offer.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you before you have to go about the new approach in Plaza Athénée, because many people mistakenly thought no meat, which is not true, I know.
Only in my restaurant, only at Alain Ducasse at the Plaza Athénée, no meat, but we have.
You have one dish every day.
Non, c'est fini.
No meat at all.
Oh, you've stopped it now?
No meat at all.
Mais s'il y a un jeune garçon qui mange pas de poisson, etc., on va lui faire une pièce de veau, mais il n'y a plus de proposition de viande de Plaza, uniquement si vraiment il y a Il y a une demande
Une
spécifique.
demande. Only if there is like a specific demand for a piece of meat, they would provide
Chicken
it.
or veal.
I see.
Like white
But it's
white
not,
meat.
it's not on the menu.
No, it's not at all.
So that's different than last year.
Yes.
That's a change.
Oui, parce qu'il n'y a pas la demande. Il n'y a même pas le... Je sais pas, on va avoir 3 demandes par semaine, donc c'est
Yeah.
pas nécessaire d'avoir des plats. Donc on a... mais on est dans un hôtel, donc on a
Yeah.
un très joli morceau de veau.
Mm.
Si on ne vend pas, on le donne pour l'autre restaurant. Donc, mais on n'a pas la nécessité d'avoir des plats de dépannage, si ce
Exactement.
n'est à cause d'une allergie, etc. Donc on va donner la satisfaction au client qui est allergique au poisson.
Voilà. So, there is no demand. Maybe in a week, they will have 3 requests for a piece of meat, but it's not something the guest would actually ask for. So they would provide it if
Yes.
necessary, but
Mais on a un
it's no need.
public de foodies, d'amateurs, qui viennent sur ce sujet et qui sont très addicts de qu'est-ce que je fais. On a vraiment une nouvelle génération de clients. Hein, que ça nous a attiré une génération de clients différente.
Okay.
On a perdu quelques clients classiques, mais on a gagné d'autres clients.
Some of the regulars actually,
Quelques.
few, like very few regulars didn't come back, but lots of new
They go
guests.
to Le Maurice,
Yeah,
ils vont plus qu'au Maurice.
they go
Do you
to.
think that the loss of 1 star was that the reaction of the Michelin Red Guide saying we don't like this? I know they've done it
Ils savent-
before, but
je pense qu'ils ne savaient même pas l'expliquer. Je pense que même eux, ils ne savaient pas l'expliquer. Pourquoi?
Ouais,
Non, mais on a eu
des-
2 étoiles en 3 mois. C'est pas magnifique. We have 2 stars in 4 months.
In 4 months.
That's fantastic.
So that's,
well, it happened.
Non, mais c'est difficile, je pense, l'idée de 4 fois 3 étoiles. C'est la digestion.
yeah, the idea to have 4 times 3 stars might be as well difficult, you know. I mean, yeah, that's a lot.
Well, it happened at Louis XV, and then you got the star back in 2003. So yeah, so
Non,
yeah,
mais
yeah.
c'est un jeu. Non, mais Michelin, c'est un jeu.
It's a game.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
But your emphasis on vegetables at Plaza Athénée, I remember going there the first time in the late 1998, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah,
There was an
1998.
emphasis then on vegetables, with root vegetables and things like that. So
Yeah.
in some ways, this is not new, but from you.
Pour moi, c'est pas nouveau. Parce que moi, je faisais un menu légumes.
Ça.
À Monaco, il y a 28 ans, je faisais un menu légumes, que légumes. Mais je l'ai toujours à Monaco. Le menu Les Jardins de Provence, il est toujours là. Mais là, on a fait un restaurant avec des légumes et des céréales et juste des poissons. Des sustainable fish pour l'essentiel, ou des poissons de pêche durable, etc. Donc c'est très différent. C'est une évolution complètement affirmée. Voilà, c'est une évolution. En fait, moi j'adore les légumes depuis 30 ans.
Mr. Dikas has always liked vegetables. It's been on the menu in Monaco since the beginning.
Ouais, depuis
And,
1987.
yeah. And yeah, since 87, and the restaurant in Paris is an evolution of what he really liked before. Anyways, it's part of his.
We had fish and crustacés, mais en fait c'est.
Yeah,
Alors l'idée c'est de faire un restaurant de haute gastronomie avec que ce thème-là.
yeah.
Je suis convaincu que c'est possible. Je l'ai fait.
The idea was to really create this very fine dining haute gastronomy restaurant, but only with vegetables, fish, and cereals, which was a challenge.
With the contemporary design, everything
Yeah.
it's new. Yeah.
And
I like to create different proposals. That's of my each of my restaurants are different.
Yes.
That's my obsession.
Yes, yes. Does the development of all vegetables at Plaza Athénée, does that mean you are more potentially more interested in Indian vegetarian food?
Yes. My chef worked in Mumbai.
Ah,
My chef was at the Plaza Athénée 15 years ago, Romain. And after was my chef at Spoon at L'Île Maurice. He understands better spice.
yes, yes.
une cuisine des îles.
Yeah, from
And after
the
he
islands.
returned in Paris, and he go to open my restaurant in Doha, Idam. It's maybe the high level of Middle East fine dining, and he travel around. He travel between Liban, Morocco, Mumbai, New York, London to learn Lebanese, Oriental and Mediterranean Oriental, Moroccan and Indian. That's a mix.
Yes.
To finish in Doha, I create haute gastronomie du Moyen-Orient, but with many influence
Yes.
from India.
Have you?
Vegetable are
Yes.
Indian culture.
Yes. Yes.
And Japanese, and especially Shojin cuisine from classic temples from Kyoto. That's no vegetarian, that's c'est pas végétarien, c'est végétalien.
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 Vegan.
Vegan.
Vegan. Okay.
Voilà, donc, and I mix Indian, Japanese, and with my sensibility, with local and seasonal products from Les Jardins du Château de Versailles, with organic cereals from France, quinoa from France, rice from Camargue, and pois chiche and farro and different cereals from organic. And we have just one rice from La Plaine du Pau, around Modena, and that's it. Cereals, raw and cooked vegetables, and sustainable fish, and or very local fish or best
Have you ever considered opening a restaurant in India or not?
We discussed a long time with the Taj in Mumbai, inside the oldest restaurant, inside the Taj Mahal in Mumbai, in the wood and classic restaurant.
Yes.
I discussed few, maybe 4, 5 years ago, and I decided that's not the right time to open in Mumbai. Maybe, je sais pas si j'ai raison ou pas, mais bon, j'ai pas décidé.
Yeah.
J'avais beaucoup de restaurants à ouvrir. Voilà.
He said, yes, he doesn't know if he was right or wrong to decide that, but he made the decision.
Yeah.
So,
We open many different places.
Yes.
at the same time.
Yeah.
We have 7 new restaurants to open in next year.
I can get the details from you later about which ones they are. Finally, last question: what would be your advice to a young chef just beginning? What would you suggest they do?
De travailler plus vite et mieux. Work more, better, and plus vite. Faster. Travailler plus vite et mieux. Et répétez ça.
To work more, better and faster.
But where would you suggest they should work? It doesn't matter. It's irrelevant where they work or which part of the world.
Est-ce que l'endroit du monde où ils vont travailler a une importance?
Il faut apprendre les bases, le geste. Il faut apprendre à connaître les produits, à les sélectionner dans leur meilleur niveau d'excellence. Il faut apprendre à les préparer, à les assaisonner, à les cuire. C'est ça qu'il faut apprendre. Donc il faut trouver le restaurant qui va lui apprendre tout ça.
The best is to find the restaurant anywhere in the world that would teach you how to actually the basics of the cuisine, the right
select
techniques.
the product.
Yeah, how to select the product when they
The
are their
best
best.
products.
To prepare them, to season them, and to cook
prepare
them.
perfectly, to seasoning perfectly, and to cook perfectly at the right temperature. That's the base. partout dans le monde. Et if you, I travel in Japan last few months, maybe in January, and I have I travel maybe. Je vais aller 150 fois au Japon.
150 times maybe Mr. Ducasse went to Japan.
And each time I discover a different level, a different perception and different influence. And if you have one dinner at Murata in Kyoto and one different dinner at Sasaki Gyo in Kyoto, Sasaki, il a travaillé chez Murata. Murata, il a 65. Murata, il a 60-65 ans, Murata. Et Sasaki, il doit avoir 45-50 ans. Donc c'est la génération d'après Sasaki. Et bien que Sasaki, il ait appris chez Murata, il a développé une personnalité culinaire incroyablement différente de Murata. Mais pour comprendre, j'ai deux plaisirs infiniment différents et deux plaisirs infiniment forts chez l'un et chez l'autre. Donc, et on est à Kyoto et on est chez des gens qui ont appris la cuisine kaiseki traditionnelle de Kyoto. Et un, il a une interprétation infiniment néo-contemporaine, c'est Murata, et une interprétation extrêmement personnelle, extrêmement dynamique, c'est Sasaki. Alors lequel je préfère, je ne sais pas. Mais les deux ont un fondement très professionnel avec des interprétations très différentes. Un plus classique, Murata, et un plus personnel et créatif, Sasaki. Et l'un a travaillé chez l'autre. Donc c'est bien la personnalité de l'individu qui fait la différence dans un niveau d'excellence équivalent.
Okay, Mr. Ducasse took the example of Sasaki and Murata in Kyoto, and to explain that it's really the personality of the individual that will make the difference in the outcome, you know, after the training. And so Sasaki, with around 45, was trained with Murata, which is now 65, and so he learned from him, but he really developed his own culinary identity. And Mr. Ducasse says that he has a lot of pressure to eat at both places. Really, one, Murata is more contemporary, neo-contemporary, as you would say, and Sasaki is more personal in a way, but both developed the Kaiseki cuisine and
two ways,
and in different ways, linked to their personality.
But you are in Kyoto at the same time, at the same season, and you have two different pleasure level. That's this world food. C'est ça aujourd'hui, le monde culinaire.
So this is what the culinary world is about today.
Yes.
Fantastic. That's fantastic.
One final, I forgot to ask, what do you think about natural wine? You know, this wine?
Non mais les vins naturels, 80% sont très très intéressants. 20%, il leur manque la stabilisation ils sont approximatifs. Il y a une approximation qui est due au fait que naturel, sans sulfite, ça ne veut pas dire que c'est bon.
Oui.
Ça ne veut pas dire que parce qu'ils sont naturels, ils sont bons. Certes, 80% sont bons, mais il y a 20% qui sont naturels et qui ne sont pas bons. Donc,
so Mr. Ducasse thinks that 80% of them could be good, but the rest, the 20%
bon, très bon,
left,
bon, très bon.
good or very good. But a part of it, like the 20%, maybe as it's natural.
That's the same idea
Yeah.
with organic vegetables. You have good organic and bad organic. That's the same. I taste carrots. I prefer this one. Okay, if it's organic or not, that's not my problem. I prefer this taste. And if it's organic and better, I prefer organic and better.
But that's the same with wine, because
Pareil.
if you
exactly the same.
the problem with the
Sulfite or no sulfite, okay.
But the purists, of course, will not taste ordinary wine because they think it's contaminated, which is crazy. is Romani Conti contaminated? No. But do you serve natural wine in your restaurants?
Also,
Yeah.
a few.
A few.
That's not an unique vision. That's not my unique vision. When you taste Comtesse Lalande, that's natural or not natural. That's a beautiful wine. That's it.
Yeah.
If you taste Mission Aubryon, it's natural or not Aubryon. That's Mission Aubryon. That's cozy. That's a good wine.
Yeah, well, that's what is
It's
important.
better than many natural wines.
Yeah. So you're not prejudiced against.
No. I prefer to taste than to choose if it's organic or natural.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
The taste is
The taste is
my
supreme.
best selection, my selection
The
first.
taste is supreme.
Yes,
Of course.